Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Albion. And when last we left off, we're looking for the high knowledge of the Kenget Kamulos. Unfortunately, we're doing it from the prison area rather than the area we were in before, because we kind of tried to sneak in and failed absolutely miserably. Were it not for Khunag, we'd still be in that cell awaiting eventual torture. So now we're going to move on and see if we can get out of here and try to get to the inner areas. We may already be in the inner areas actually, but we don't know that because I doubt Khunag has been here very often. But then again, he did know about the secret switch, so maybe he has. When Tom opens the door, the Kenget behind it look up. The surprise on their faces is quickly replaced by rage as they rush toward their former captives. We are going to be fighting quite a few encounters here, but they're all going to be with only one opponent in them, which is a really good thing for us because the Kenget Kamulos 3 here can one-shot Harriet. The main reason they can do that is because they have a ranged weapon, that bolt thrower, and the bolt thrower can just deal so much damage that Harriet is immediately knocked unconscious. Using the frost splinters we have here is a really good idea, and I think the Kenget Kamulos 3 are the most dangerous of all the foes we're going to fight. The magicians most certainly aren't. We're also going to have to grab some of this equipment here, because we're really going to want to replenish all of the lost money that we have had stolen from us. We did lose all of our money. Admittedly, there wasn't a lot of money to lose, because we kind of had very little to begin with, and we don't want to pick up those rations because we're going to get opportunities to do so in a little bit. And here is a Kenget Kamulos 2. Not as dangerous as a 3, but we're still going to make sure that we attack and kill this one as quickly as possible. I'm not sure if these ones have proper ranged weapons in the form of a bolt thrower. I think they throw knives instead. And also that attack animation is somewhat recycled from the bandits from Gratagel. I think this one's not going to be as tough. You can see the knives on his belt there, which is a nice little touch. And there goes that Kamulos there, and Harriet is now level 11. We now want to pick up this gold, and I think we can quite safely leave everything here. We don't want any of that. Here comes another attack, and this one is from a Magician too. You'd think this would be a very difficult fight, but it really isn't. And I'm going to show you why. Here's the Magician, and the Magician should be casting spells, but instead decides that, he wants to run backwards, and then we're going to throw some axes at him, and then he runs forwards for some reason. I've no idea why he's doing that instead of, oh, I don't know, casting spells and trying to kill us? Who can say? But either way, it's very useful to us indeed, because it means we're not in any real danger whatsoever. To this day, I'm really not sure why they do that, but hey, it's all good. And now we have some more gold, and now we're going to have yet another encounter. This one with a Magician 3, and you'd think that this one might be a little bit better at attacking us, but no. This one is going to pretty much do exactly the same thing. Move away, and then move back. I wonder if it's trying to find a optimal position. Whoa, okay, that one is absolutely dead. That was quite a critical hit there. We'll leave the rest of the items here, and there is another attack from another Kenget Kamulos 3. We're going to want to freeze this one in place and stop it from doing anything silly, like for instance killing any of our party. We don't need Melthus or Khunag to do anything here because I think we have this pretty much under control. There we go. We might want to do some resting soon actually because we're running out of spell points on Syrah. And Syrah is going to be the most important person for now. There we go. More bolt throwers and more experience and even more double axes. The double axes are rather good. We're going to want to hold on to as many of them as possible. And we might as well grab these bolts here because we're not going to get any other opportunities to get more of them. There we go. We will leave the rest of the items and everyone can still move. I think there's going to be a treasure chest somewhere around here. There we go. And this one has a dungeon key. We needed to go into here because we need that dungeon key. Let's put that there, shall we? And I think we can quite safely move something onto someone else, like the double axe there. Okay, one potion here, that's good, and I think Syrah wants these ones here. And not surprisingly, Drer cannot move, because that is a lot of stuff that Drer's carrying. What about Melthus? Can Melthus carry that? Melthus can indeed carry that, but not much more. Okay, let's go over here, shall we, and see what else we can find. There is one thing we really want to track down. There is a really powerful magic item that we want to find. Also, we are now no longer locked in the dungeon. There we go. But where are we is a very good question indeed, because I've no idea, and Khunag isn't being very talkative right now. Maybe Khunag is just lost in thought, but I'd rather he be focusing on finding our way out of here. Hello, Mr. Enemy, how are you? You're going to die because you're a magician too, and we can just slowly whittle you down, unless you're actually going to use spells, which I do sort of doubt. But hey, you may surprise us. No, you're not going to surprise us at all. Also, I accidentally pressed the observe button there, rather than doing anything like attacking. There we go. And now, ooh, you're actually using a spell. And you stole some magic there. That really wasn't the best spell you could have cast there. That really wasn't. Okay, let's have a look here. There we go. You're going to take a lot of damage, and you may even use another spell. Maybe you didn't start with a full amount of mana, who can say, but either way, you've made a terrible mistake and you've moved right next to everyone, which pretty much means that you're doomed. There we go. We'll take this small amount of gold here, and we need to go and look around and see what else we can find. We could actually rest here. That might be a good idea, and get our spell points back. I'm not really worried about our health situation. Hello! You're going to try and kill us. Oh dear, you're most certainly going to try and kill us. That is a lot of warriors there. Alright, an avalanche will be needed here, and I think we're going to start using some more spells. Definitely lots of spells here. We want to soften up that Kenget Kamulos 3 over there, so I think a fireball there, and a fireball over here would not go amiss. There we go. Much better. And now they're all not going to be a problem whatsoever. Also, they have knives too. It would be interesting if instead they had the bolt thrower on them, but I don't think these sprites have that. There we go. Not bad. That one's going to take a fair while to be defeated, and we're not going to have you cast that spell again, because that would just waste your magic points there. Okay, not bad. Is that one gone now? No, that one is not gone yet, at all. Aha! Now you're gone, though. And you're gone as well, which is really handy. Okay, you can't attack. I was actually wanting you to move there. Okay, there we go. And now you're going to die absolutely horribly, because you're by yourself now. There is... Aha! You are gone, and that is a lot of loot. You were wondering perhaps why I wasn't so bothered about spending all of that money before. This is why, because this area has a lot of loot. A lot of loot indeed. I mean, these things are quite light, and they're really good to sell. There we go, and I don't think we want anything else. We might want the bolts, though. The bolts are quite useful. Let's grab some of them, shall we, and put that there. There we go. In fact, I think we're just going to drop all of the battle axes that we have, because we really don't want to hold on to them. They are really heavy. So we'll just drop that there. That'll go. And do we have any more? We'll drop that one as well. There we go. Not bad. We're going to be hoarding as many of these bolts as possible. And do you have anything? Ah, you do have another one of these really heavy weapons. We don't want to have them. I thought there wouldn't be as many of the warrior encounters as we're facing, so let's go in here and see what we can find. I think there is... Yep, that's why I wasn't worried whatsoever about our food situation, because there are a lot of rations here. This does mean that we're kind of nearly overburdened, but that's really not a problem, because we can easily clear that out. We could just throw away some of them, to be honest, and I think we shall, because we don't really need that many at all. I think we'll throw away a good 64 here. There we go, 130 is still going to be more than enough. Let's see what else we can find, shall we? Anything over here? We want to find one place in particular, one treasure chest in particular, so that we don't have anything, we don't miss an opportunity, so to speak. And here are some Kenget Kamulos too. We're going to most certainly freeze them because we don't want them to use any of their throwing knives. The throwing knives are still probably very dangerous. Very dangerous to Harriet especially, because Harriet still doesn't have a lot of health. Even a level up only gave her 3 hit points. There we go! And now this combat is not a problem whatsoever. The item that I'm so curious to find is a really, really good sword. It is a Ooh, okay, you're just gone. That's really helpful. I sort of thought you would have a little bit more health than you do, but then again, maybe the Kenget Kamulos 3 just have a lot more health than the Kenget Kamulos 2. It does seem that way, and I think you're going to be gone now. There we go, one of you certainly is, or rather, neither of you are. Uh-oh. Hopefully you'll yep, you're gone, and knives. They don't do a lot of damage, but they do enough damage that I need to be very careful. 9 points of health may not be a lot to, say, Drer, because Drer has loads, but to Harriet, that's nearly a third of her health. Oh, careful. And I think you're now gone. Yes, indeed, you're gone, and we don't really want any of that, but we will take the gold. There we go. There is one. Hello! Another encounter. We're going to fight you, and, you're just a Magician 1. Basically, you're not any problem whatsoever. I think we can quite safely deal with you without any magic used whatsoever. There we go. And you're going to move away. You really should just stay here, because you're just delaying the inevitable. There we go. Much better. And now you're going to die. There we are. And you have practically nothing of any value, except the 2 gold here. I mean, these are valuable, but there are so many of them, and this place is very, very large indeed. You can't really grab everything you've got here, or everything you'll find. Somewhere around here, I think, is something we're going to have to grab. I don't remember where it is. I don't think it's actually here, but somewhere in this area there is one thing that is really, really valuable. And I'm not going to leave until I find it, because I most certainly want to find it. Anything in here? There is someone in here. We're going to have to fight you, I think. Where is the way in? There it is. Hello, how are you? There's somebody else. One magician that we're going to have to pummel absolutely with all of our weapons. There we go. The magicians are far less dangerous than the warriors, which is surprising considering all the stuff we were told about how the magicians were so much better than the warriors. Clearly they were mistaken, as they didn't count on the magicians just running around and panicking. Maybe they see 6 people and just conclude that there's absolutely no chance that they can survive, which is most likely very, very accurate. I mean, I don't even need to use Khunag and Malthus here. There's no point. I might as well save their spell points just in case we find something far, far more dangerous, and we don't need any of the other things there. Ooh, there are a lot of people here. And there are just some Kenget Kamulos 1 and 2 there, which we're really not that worried about. I'm certainly not worried about them. Maybe I should be. Maybe they'll have some sneaky attack that I've not anticipated. But I somehow doubt that. There goes one of them. Yep, wasn't really anticipating that they would last very long, and that one decided to move up in a very, very foolish move. You really shouldn't have moved that close, but well, we'll defeat you either way. 1 throwing dagger later, and 2, and you achieved absolutely nothing. You don't even attack twice there. That's really not good. I mean, all the other ones attack twice, but you only attack once, and soon you're going to be gone. Or not, because for some reason we're missing quite a bit here. But I think that one's going to be gone very soon. Also, very briefly, the colour of that Kenget Kamulos' hair changed when he was in mid-attack. That is curious. I wonder if that's something left over from the altering of the sprites. Let's see if we can see it. Yeah, did you see it there? It was right there. Just when he was about to put his sword back. It occurred just for a moment. And I think you're now this combat is lasting a while. Also, those knives are quite dangerous. See, there it was again. Right there. A curious thing that I've only just noticed. Also, that one is really tough. Is that not a Kenget Kamulos one? I think it is. He has a lot of health. Yeah, indeed it is. It's just a Kenget Kamulos one that for some reason is managing to survive despite everything. Maybe we're just really being unlucky with our hits. It does seem like that. And maybe I should start using some of our spell points, because right now this combat is taking quite a while. And that one is now gone. Haha! Finally, the Kenget Kamulos one has fallen, and you're going to follow pretty shortly afterwards. There we go. We'll just send you over there. And you're going to die very soon. Very soon indeed. There we go. Now everyone can attack you. Haha! This is probably why I should get rid of Khunag, because I use Melthus more than I use Khunag. Like, Melthus has a lot more utility spells as opposed to Khunag. Also, Sira has reached level 24. 3 attacks around. That is 3 attacks with that crystal throwing axe. That is absurd. Also, Harriet took quite a lot of damage there, so we're going to use some healing magic here. Otherwise, we did not get enough time to do it quite a lot, so instead we're going to have to use a healing potion, I think. We do have plenty of them after all. There we go. Much better. And I think you need to use a mana restoring potion here, a red one. There we go, and then maybe a violet one. Or is it the blue one we want to use? I think it might be the blue one. There we go, now you're nearly at full there. I think it's time for another Frost Avalanche, which is now at full capability. And that is really good, and I think now it's time to use some of that magic that Melthus and Khunag have been holding off on using until now. There we go! Fireballs away! Momentarily, that is. There are a lot of encounters in the Kamulon area. A lot of them indeed. It's a good place to get some level ups. It's a very dangerous place too. And you can't ever come back here once you've done everything here. And goodbye, Kenget Kamulos 1. And now soon the second one is also going to die, but we might as well have these attacks focus in this direction there. Let's see, however, how effective 3 attacks with the crystal throwing axe is. There we go. It's moderately effective, far more effective than 2. There we are. That is another chance that Sira has to get a critical hit. Now, if you think about the critical hit skill there, if we had Dre have maximum critical hit there, and each one of those attacks had a chance of criticaling, that enemy might be dead a lot sooner. However, that enemy is already dead and level 23. I don't remember how many attacks Dre can get, but it might be a lot. Also, there are even more encounters here, and this one is moderately dangerous. And by moderately dangerous, I mean very dangerous, and I think a Frost Avalanche is most certainly needed. We also need to focus our attacks quite a bit here, and use a few more fireballs. I know that Khunag has more powerful magical attacks, but hey, Fireball is very economical and does a fair amount of damage. A fair amount of damage indeed. We'll just let this round go through here. There we are. And are any of them dead? No, you're not dead, and you're not dead either. Oh dear, they're all still alive. And if you give me one moment, I'll be right back. Still, that's a lot of damage indeed. A lot of damage. Let us continue. Let us continue destroying these Kenget Kamulos that dare to fight against us as we try to escape. For indeed, they can't really stop us, and I think they probably know that. But hey, they do have to try. After all, it is the highest honor for them to die in combat, as we were told. And so let's kill them. Yep, there we go, 1 critical hit, and they are gone. Brilliant, and there are going to be even more encounters unless we move away very quickly. And when we come back, folks, that Kamulos there is trying to get towards us so that they can absolutely kill us, or try to. And also, that is not Kamulos himself, because oh my, when we find Kamulos. That is, I think, a magician, or it might be a warrior. The graphics there are a little bit vague, because some of them with the robes are warriors, and some of them aren't. And so when we come back, folks, we'll continue exploring Kamulon, and find our way further into the areas where the high knowledge might in fact be. Or maybe it won't be. After all, we're probably going to find a lot more than just the druids and the warriors of the Kenget Kamulos. We're going to find some other enemies soon, especially the fear enemies that we were told were made by the Kenget Kamulos. So, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. We'll get you next time, person that I can only barely not point at because you can't move the mouse too far away from this window. We'll get you next time. Later.